In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to get started with Supabase in Lovable. To begin, head over to Lovable and sign into your account. Once you're inside, you can either open an existing project if you already have one in progress, or create a new project if you're starting fresh. This gives you the workspace where Supabase will be connected and used as your backend. After your project is open, look for the integration section, or in some cases, the backend area, depending on how your project is laid out. This is where Lovable allows you to connect external services that power your app behind the scenes. From the available options, select Supabase. At this point, Lovable may ask you to sign into your Supabase account. If that happens, just complete the login process so the two platforms can communicate securely. Once you're signed in, you'll have the option to either create a brand new Supabase project or connect an existing one. If you already have a database and backend set up, connecting the existing project can save time. If not, creating a new project is a clean way to get started. Next, authorize Lovable to access your Supabase project. This step is important because it gives Lovable permission to work with your backend resources. After authorization, move on to configuring your setup. This may include your database structure, authentication settings, and any other backend options you want to use for your app. Take your time here, because these settings define how your application stores data, manages users, and handles core backend functionality. Once everything is configured, save the integration. After saving, verify that the connection was successful. You'll typically want to confirm that Lovable recognizes the Supabase project correctly, and that there are no connection errors. This quick check can help you catch setup issues early before you begin building. When the connection is working properly, you're ready to start building your app with Supabase as the backend for your Lovable project. That means you can now use Supabase to support things like data storage, authentication, and other backend features while continuing to build visually inside Lovable. As a general tip, it's a good idea to review your backend settings one more time before moving too far into development. A solid setup at the beginning makes the rest of the build process much smoother. And that's it. You now know how to connect Supabase and Lovable and get your project ready for development.